Welcome to the Sankofa Pan-African series. We travel through history's corridors, illuminating Afrocentric narratives. Support us through Patreon or by buying me coffee. Your subscription is a great start, but do hit the bell for notifications so you know when we have new episodes. Share our videos and visit our website sankofastorybooks.com for stories, biographies, Afrocentric nursery rhymes, and other resources for children. Together can change the negative narratives about us. Zola sat in her tiny art studio, surrounded by unfinished canvases and scattered brushes. Her face was etched with frustration as she stared at a half-painted canvas, doubting her talent and questioning her dreams. At an art exhibition, Zola nervously presented her work to the world. Instead of praise, she was met with harsh whispers and critical glances. The sting of rejection pierced her heart, and she felt smaller with every passing moment. Back in her studio, the weight of the criticism overwhelmed her. Tears streamed down her face as she ripped apart one of her paintings. In that moment, Zola felt utterly defeated. That evening, Zola sought solace with her grandmother. The old woman held her hands and spoke softly. When there is no enemy within, the enemy outside cannot hurt you. Her words were a gentle reminder to trust in herself. Alone in her room, Zola gazed into the mirror. Her grandmother's words echoed in her mind. Slowly, the doubt in her eyes began to fade, replaced by a spark of determination. The next day, Zola returned to her studio. The mess was gone, and the room was filled with light. Standing before a blank canvas, she held her brush with newfound purpose. It was time to start again. Hours turned into days as Zola poured her soul into her work. Colors danced on the canvas, and each stroke of her brush brought her closer to creating something extraordinary. Joy replaced her fear. Finally, Zola stepped back to admire her masterpiece. It was vibrant, intricate, and alive, an undeniable reflection of her talent and resilience. The room, once a place of despair, now radiated inspiration. The shadow of her inner critic loomed behind her, whispering words of doubt. But Zola silenced it with every confident stroke of her brush. She had conquered the enemy within. Zola's masterpiece hung prominently at a grand exhibition. A crowd gathered, clapping and admiring her work. For the first time, she stood before them, not with fear, but with pride. Art critics and admirers approached Zola, offering heartfelt praise and congratulations. She shook their hands graciously, her heart full of gratitude for this moment of recognition. Later that night, Zola sat alone in her studio, the soft glow of her masterpiece lighting the room. She smiled, knowing the battle she had won was not against critics, but against herself. Her journey had taught her that self-belief is the most powerful weapon of all.